Today we're doing something totally different than how we usually do this. We have so many new friends that are following us now, and we wanted to take it back, like way back, to how it all started. So one of our big things is getting to know you well, but we also wanted to make sure that you knew us well.
There are a lot of things that happen in 2026 that did not happen in 2020. And there's a lot of faces at the Wellspring Group that weren't around in 2020.
And they really weren't even part of the original goal.
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
I know. We'll talk about reworking the foundation in a few minutes, but let's go back to the day that we met.
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember?
Yes, of course I remember. So Erin and I had been in the same circles of friends for months and months, almost a year. Yeah, almost a year. And we kept having people tell us, you need to meet Erin. And she would have the same people say, you need to meet Niki. Well, one day I'm outside in my neighborhood talking to a neighbor, and here comes this mama just pushing a stroller with a screaming baby in the stroller with two little toddlers behind her, just losing their minds.
Everybody gets the witching hour.
Yeah.
If you have kids, or if you love someone that has kids, you've probably experienced
the 5 o'clock witching hour.
Yeah, and that's where we were.
That's right.
End of the day, end of the patience, end of the goodness. That's where we were at.
So I take a look at her, and I didn't know it was Erin at this point. And I just said, hey, mama, I was like, you need a break? I was like, let me take your baby. I used to be a baby nurse. I'm not a creeper. It was kind of creepy, but wasn't a creeper. So I took Davis out of the stroller and started talking to her, and we made the connection really quickly. This is the person that we keep being told about.
Pause. This is something that you need to know about Niki. She's not a creep.
No.
But this is her MO. If you show up to our first appointment and you have a baby or a dog, she's gonna snuggle him. It's part of what makes her so lovable.
It's that former nurse in me. So, I mean, and Erin used to be a former nurse as well. She was actually nursing when we met. So a couple of days later after we met, I gathered up a bunch of hand-me-down clothes for my boys, because my boys are just a little bit older than hers.
We still do this.
We do all the time. I know. Half of your kids' wardrobe are my boys.
Oh, last night there was an argument over an Atlanta Braves World Series t-shirt.
I believe it. And the camo jackets. All of that. So I knocked on her front door, and I had a bag of hand-me-down clothes, and she opens it, and I look past her, and she's in this teeny tiny little house, and there are 3 boys. There's a baby and 2 toddlers. I'm pretty sure Davis was on top of the kitchen counter at this point. Big old dog in this little shoebox of a house. And I said, you need a bigger house. And she's like, I need a bigger house. And I said, we should sell your house and get you a bigger one. She said, we should do that. I had been licensed for like 5 seconds. Like literally.
Also, it's never this easy.
No, it's the only door I've ever knocked. I'm not gonna do that. So within a couple of months, we had our house listed. We had her under contract on our next one. And through the course of that transaction, I just realized she would be an incredible real estate agent. So I started bugging her and bugging her and bugging her some more.
About 9 months, like Niki said, I was nursing and I had a great job. I was a stay-at-home mom and I just worked part-time. I picked my schedule. It was great. It worked for us. And I had a lot of fear around like taking that step of faith into real estate.
Until the unknown.
Yeah,
You didn't know.
yeah, until the unknown. I think it's probably normal. I mean, I assume that some of you guys that are watching this probably be like, yeah, I've had that experience in my life where I did something even with the fear. And that's where I got to that point in May of 2018. I had the worst night of my nursing career. I had been, no, that was 2018. It was May of 2018.
That's right.
I had been a nurse for almost a decade, and I called my husband at 12:30 in the morning on a Saturday night, sobbing because I had 6 patients. I admitted someone post-op neurosurgery at shift change. Someone threw a PE. Someone was in
It's basically worst case scenario.
No. And my tech was asleep in the car.
Okay, that's worst case scenario.
That's the worst case scenario. I called my husband. I was like, I'm done. I'm gonna sign up for real estate. if I sell one house, then we'll at least recoup our investment. And my husband, who is super supportive.
He's the best.
He's super supportive. Was like, okay, let's do it. So I had to buy a computer.
Gotta actually have a computer to do real estate. That's one thing.
So that was step one. And then step two was to sign up for real estate classes. And Niki's like coaching me through all of it. Go to this one, sign up here,
Don't take this one, do this one.
Yes. And it took probably 3 months or so for me to finish all of my classes. I got licensed in September of 2018. And October 2018, I was like official. I showed up to interview at Keller Williams in a black shirt and red pants. I was already all about branding. Like I was so branded.
You looked the part.
And I jumped in head first. Oh my gosh. It was literally this like mama bird, baby bird relationship because I think we talked every day.
Every day. At least once
it was
a
like
day.
We had like a morning call, which we still have. But we weren't working together yet.
When I got into real estate in 2017, I was kind of on my own. I was really on my own, honestly. And I had a couple of veteran agents that I looked up to, and they were so gracious to share their wisdom and knowledge with me, and they were my phone of friends.
They're still our phone of friends.
They are.
They're all still so wonderful and gracious.
They really
I'm so
are.
thankful for them.
They really are. And so I would rotate my questions between them because I didn't want to annoy any of them, but I didn't want Erin to have to go through the struggle of trying to get her questions answered and know where to find them. So we worked alongside each other for almost an entire year. She was building her business. I was having a pretty successful independent business on my own that I was working in. And then in July of 2019, my husband's job changed in such a way that we knew that we would be here long term. And so that really paved the way for us to look at each other. And we were like, are we going to become partners? Because it had always been a thought in the back of our mind, but we knew that my longevity here.
I cannot do this without crying. I'm not going to get through this.
You can do it. You can do it. It's okay to cry.
So we went to Texas.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yes. Oh, it's like the origin. Like that's like the birthplace of the Wellspring Group.
The Wellspring Group was born in Austin, Texas over margaritas.
Maybe don't say that part. We had a logo before we had a name.
You did?
Nobody in our market was using the fountain, so that's the Forsyth Fountain.
The Forsyth Fountain.
That's so well known, and nobody was using it. And then we went to the Bible because we couldn't really use our names. Midgett is culturally offensive.
Listen, branding girl, I did a lot of research about what we're supposed to do to name our company and everything local. 22 Squares, the Coastal Georgia team, right? Like everything local was taken. And then we had people in our ears saying,
has to be your name. Has to be your name.
It has to be your name.
You can't
so
do
when
that.
I'm researching, it's like, don't use anything with a negative connotation.
Well, I'm offensive and she's mad. Madden.
Right? We could not be the Mad Midgets. We couldn't. So that is how we landed on the Wellspring Group.
So ridiculous. It's actually true.
We'll take you right to where we landed. We landed in Proverbs 4:23. It says, guard your heart, for from it flows the wellspring of life.
That's right.
And that is where the Wellspring Group is born.
That's right. So at the core of all of our values is our heart and our faith, and we wanted our name to reflect that as well. So we had a big launch on January 1st, 2020. We did it's going to be the best year ever.
Oh my gosh. We were best year ever.
Best year ever. That's what we kept saying. And obviously everybody knows what happened in March of 2020, but we survived and we actually thrived. We did
have the best year ever.
We did. We had the best year that we had ever had combined, so it was great. And
do you remember what our first goal was?
Oh, no.
I do.
Oh, what is it?
I do. Our first goal was to sell $30 million worth of real estate.
Oh, are you serious?
Mm-hmm. And I remember telling someone that and them looking at us like we were nuts.
Like, that's way too much. Yes, y'all need to slow your roll.
Do you remember how much we sold the first year?
I don't.
19 million.
Okay.
So listen, we've
learned
a lot about stretch goals over the course of the past nearly 7 or so years, right? and we're still setting them.
I know. We love setting big, scary goals because at the heart of it all, it's not about those numbers. It's not about the number of homes that we sell. It's not about the volume that we sell. It's all about providing the best service that anybody has had in a real estate transaction. And that's a promise that we make to clients. And so when you look at a client, when we talk for the very first time, when you decide that you're moving here or you need to sell your house, we're going to tell you, our goal is to make this the best real estate transaction you've ever had. That's a big promise, and you have to have a lot of work behind it to back that up.
Absolutely. I literally just said it on a Zoom with some folks that found us on YouTube that are retiring from Ohio. So if you, my friend, are considering retiring to the Savannah area, you're going to hear the same thing because we have to put our money where our mouth is. Yep. If we tell you you're going to have the best real estate experience, we actually have to deliver.
That's right.
So at first, well, the Wellspring Group as it is today was not the Wellspring Group that we set out to build.
I was going to say, it wasn't even a goal. Like we never had a goal to grow big, but we did have a goal to grow deep and to provide that customer service.
It's always been very, very relational and not transactional for us.
That's right.
And that was one of the hesitancies, I think that's fair to say, that we had up front, because so much of what we had seen as consumers prior to real estate and then even as real estate agents was these very transaction-minded real estate companies that just pushed people through a machine.
Yeah.
And
that was the biggest ick. That was the biggest fear that we had with the possibility of growing. But as we kept delivering the results and as we kept getting opportunities to work with more people, we would get referrals and they would tell their friends and they would tell their neighbors and their people moving to the area. And so growth was inevitable, which we were so grateful for. But we wanted to make sure that we still were able to grow in such a way that was true to who we were at the core of our mission.
And part of that meant not buying leads.
Yep.
I don't know if you know a ton about real estate. You probably spend a lot of time on Zillow. And one of the most common ways that real estate agents build a business is by paying Zillow for leads. So you look at a house on Zillow, you click the button, and all of a sudden they sell your information to a real estate agent. That wasn't the kind of business that we were trying to build.
That's right. We wanted to make sure that we were fiscally conservative.
I like it. It's not cheap.
It's not cheap.
Let's
it's
be
frugal.
Clear.
It's frugal.
We have learned.
We wanted to make sure that we were good stewards of the money that we were making. And so we chose to build a business and build a team in a different way.
And that way is by putting our face on video. And you have to know that this beautiful face for camera did not like it.
No, not at all.
Hated it.
I like to be behind the camera, in front of the numbers, in front of the clients.
Oh my goodness. But Niki's a sport. And I was like, okay, we can be fiscally conservative. And we do that by showing up on social media. So from day one, we have been all in on social media.
So
but
if you want to see the origin,
don't
scroll. Don't.
Yeah, please don't. Gonna say don't.
Please don't scroll.
Listen, I heard a very, very successful business person one time say, if you can't look back on your old stuff and cringe, then you're not growing enough. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, we
grew
got
a
that.
Lot. We growing.
We grew a lot.
Because there are so many times I look back and I'm like, I can't believe that.
Can't we put that out there? But we did.
We did. So, it changed though. Do you remember when it changed?
What would you point to the fact that when it changed?
I would point to the year that we really reworked Wellspring.
Yeah. So
things were humming along so good.
We had one of those really big stretch goals, and we missed it by one closing. We had a lot of pride and arrogance that we realized after the fact that was tied up in hitting this one goal, and we missed it.
That was 2022.
It was 2022, and honestly, it was the best thing that ever happened to our business because it made us reevaluate ourselves and focus on what we've always said was the most important thing, and it made us completely tear down what we had built up until that point and restructure everything, which was really, really hard and really beneficial to where we are now.
I feel like that year changed us so much as business owners. And we'll get more into the growth of those years coming up because so much changed even after that. We completely reworked the marketing plan, completely changed how we were doing social media. Listen, we went on our team retreat and I took the team through like this. We're going to rip it down. We're going to tear it down. We're going to do this. And they just blindly, faithfully were like, okay.
But what do you mean? I don't know what I mean.
I don't know what I mean.
We're going to do it.
I don't know what I mean. And we did. And the next year, 2024, we hit that big goal that we missed.
We did.
In 2022.
We did. And that opened up a lot of doors for us within our brokerage and for our business. And so we can be proud of hitting that goal now because we know we did it the right way. And doing it the right way, again, it's just always keeping the client first.
And in a sustainable way, because one of the things that happened early on was that we were just doing everything.
It was the Niki, Erin show.
It was. It wasn't just like our faces, like it was our hands, it was our brains, it was our phones. Like we were doing everything. And our families will tell you that too. Yeah. And so the reworking of the team, the company in 2023 has allowed us to grow to the point that it's not just us running the show. 2024, I would say, was the year of clarity.
That's right. That's very good. And then 2025 was the year that really helped catapult us into the trajectory that we're on now. And that means that we are partnered with the best in the business.
Oh my goodness.
There's coming to work every single day is just so much fun. And I have
the chills.
I know. When we tell you that the people that we get to work with are truly the best in the business, like we're not just saying that. Their numbers and their volume speaks for themselves, but also the client experiences, the customer reviews, like it's incredible.
We've grown the agents slowly, and there's 4 of us right now. And then we've also grown the admin team in the same way. So we have this really strong foundation on the back end because there's so much on the back end that people don't even realize about real estate companies. And they are so helpful to allow us to do the things that are really important, when it comes to serving the clients. And we had to train the agents in that way too.
That was really important, is to make sure that they were trained really well, really thoroughly, because when we work with clients, we know the kind of client experience they were going to have. And when we grew and we knew that we couldn't serve every person that came to us, we wanted it to be an upgrade, and they are an upgrade.
Oh, my goodness.
They are amazing. I'm so proud to let people work with them or to make that connection with them when they come to us, because I know that they're getting an even better experience than if they were working with Erin or me. You were good. You were really good. Not a slight. Just an upgrade.
Listen, but my brain was like, they're way better than I was. It's probably not true, but it's just because they've gotten so many reps at this point in their experience. They just know.
Yeah.
Like they have this intuition, like real estate intuition is a real thing.
It's a real estate IQ.
Yes, and it is built through repetition.
That's right.
Because every transaction is different and you learn something new every single time. I think that's one of the things that I love most about real estate is it's never boring.
No.
And we have the best clients.
We get to work with the absolute best clients. They're some of our best friends, really.
They really are. And we have built the company at this point so that we call it Wellspring World. So within Wellspring World, we still communicate regularly with them. Like we're really intentional to reach out and see how people are doing.
It's not automated text messages.
No.
It's not canned emails. Like we actually want to check on you if you have a sick kid. We want to know how the sports tournament turned out. Like we're still very much involved, and we love that relationship piece. And that's something that will never change.
No, we
won't. If that had to change, I wouldn't be doing this.
And the other thing that we won't change is the events. Like I really love that we've been able to build community in that way. We had an event earlier this month. It's February 2026. We have an event next month. It's a service event at a local assisted living facility.
Got Savannah Bananas coming up.
That's what I was gonna say.
We have a VIP event at Kendra Scott. We do a lot with our clients because again, I don't think we can overstate how much that relationship and that community for us matters. And the really cool thing that I love the most is at those events, getting our Wellspring clients connected to each other and letting them build community within that time together.
Yes, it's one of the things that people say to us all the time. When we connect with them, there's always apprehension about moving, and it's like rooted in like, I don't want to be lonely. Yeah. I want to feel like I belong. And so
we're master connectors.
Yes. Not only are we helping people find homes, but we're also helping them feel like this is their home. And for us, that's why I have the chills. That's why we keep doing this.
That's right.
That's why we keep filming YouTube videos. And if you have made it to the very end of this YouTube video and you haven't called us yet, we're waiting for you.
You deserve a trophy if you made it this far.
You do deserve a trophy. But seriously, we'd love the opportunity to talk with you about relocating to the Savannah area. We serve Savannah, Richmond Hill, Pooler, Effingham County, Hinesville.
Basically up and down the coast.
Up and down the coast of Georgia.
Yeah, if you're curious, if we serve an area that you're interested in, reach out, because if we don't serve it, we have incredible partners up and down the coast and actually all over the country that we can connect you with.
There's a lot more to learn about living in Savannah. You don't want to just know about the Wellspring Group. We encourage you to stay here on our channel on YouTube because we talk all about it. We want you to understand what it's like to live here, the good stuff, the bad stuff, the stuff that only we will tell you, the other real estate videos on YouTube won't.
That's right.
Anyways, and we want you to feel like you have a comprehensive understanding of what it's like to live here before you ever move.
So now you know a little bit more about us. We would love for you to call us today so we can learn more about you.
You can reach out to us at 912-581-0255. That's our phone number.
No, it's not. 0295.
You can reach out to us using the contact information below. We'll talk to you soon. And we'll see you in Savannah.